Hello everyone, welcome to another session with me. I am Sanyukta Saxena and this is the bookmark special series. We are already down 3 or 4 bookmarks by now and continuing with our series. This is the last one that we drew. Today we are going to be drawing another new bookmark, right? So let's get started right away. So what I am going to do today is again place a little more with Muka, right? Having fun with Mocha. So I'm using my black pen here. You can use O1 or O2, whatever you're comfortable with. And then let us first start tangling and then we shall see what colors we want to add. So again I'm starting with a nice big Mocha, right? And then what I'm going to do is take this curve as the upper part of the S and then come down like this. Right, so this is the S, the pod forms one part of the S and then I come down like this. Right, so what I'm going to do here is insert a part of drawings here, taking the pod as a base. Yeah, so let's see how do we do that. So now consider this as the S of the drawings. When I say drawings, I mean tangle pattern drawings. Yeah, and then I come down like this to the half of the next one, right? Simple strokes and fun to draw. Yeah, I'm sorry. So again I'm going to do one more. Let's see how do we go about doing it. So I'm going to insert one more like this, just randomly, not thinking much where what, right? And then again I'm going to use this curve as S and then come down like this. Again use this S, come down like this, right? And then just like we do for drawings, come down, give a nice curve and come down like this. Yeah, now if you want you can add small little things like small etching at the ends. If you feel like, we can go back and do that also, right? Again I'm going to probably start from here. So I'm drawing some really big ones, again coming down, again using this curve for my S and extending it, right? Coming down, so kind of using that curve for my drawings, and then just the way we use the back of the S and come down halfway the next one, right? Drawings is a Zentangle original. You can learn this tangle. I've already done it on my channel, right? So again I'm going to add one on the other direction, go up, curl my Muka like this, again come down, and then this will be the other way around, right? So this is inverse S, so all the remaining will also follow in the same way, right? So it would be a good idea to retrace the line. It will give you that much required help to give that curl. Yeah, and then again come down, again come down. So take your time and do the exercise slowly. See how beautiful your Muka looks like, almost flying. Yeah, and then again I'm going to add one like this. So once you learn the tangles, the originals, there are so many ways you can play around with them, right? So this is again combining two tangles together. to create a tangulation. Right? Again, turn it a little, come down. Work with whatever spaces you have, that's fine. You can always draw behind. Right? Again, you can insert some more here and there if you want. You can go insert one here probably. Yeah, so I'll draw behind here. So I'm just going to come like this, and then probably use this curve. Whatever spaces I have, going to use it. Yeah, again come back, again come back. Right, so have fun, enjoy the strokes, enjoy the new things that you create while you tangle, while you experiment. Again, you can add one here. Right, you can add one hidden one here. And I think that should suffice. If you want, you can roll one here. Yeah, so I'll do the same exercise for all. Take this, trace it, and then come back down with whatever space you have. Yeah, drawing behind here. Yeah, so I'll do this for these two also. Right, so once we are done with that exercise, now I'm just going to add a little weight to the inside line. Right, to add a little more boldness to my mocha. Just giving a little weight to the inside line. Yeah, can add one more here. Yeah, if you feel like, you can add. Yeah, so have fun with whatever you are doing. That's the main idea. See how beautiful the mochas look, as if they are flying off. And then add a little more weight to the inside line. Take your time. Right, so I'm going to do that exercise. Redo the inside line and add a little more weight. Yeah, again you can add one more here. Yeah, so once we are done with that, the next thing I'm going to do is broadly aura the spaces that I have to separate my mocha. Right, now a nice thing to do here would be using your sketch wash and your glaze pen to add a nice and subtle background. But I'm not going to introduce any more new stationery. Right, so I'm just first auraing the space, and then we will go with some other tangle in whatever spaces are left. Yeah, so just slowly take your time and give an outer aura to your mochas. Yeah, very small spaces, we can just repeat the aura. A little bigger space, we can add something else. Yeah, so take your time and slowly add an aura to the beautiful spaces created by your flying mukas. Yeah. So I'm done with that exercise. Now moving on to the next. What I'm going to do now is add some nice bunzos as I used in the previous, but this time a little more decked up because I'm going to use colors here. So let us first draw them a little differently here. Add some orbs. Yeah, add one more aura. And we plan to add some colors here. For example, I'll just show you one. So I'll use my burgundy pen, or you can use your brown pen. Right? And then I intend to use some gold. Yeah, ink the outside nicely, the in between spaces between the orbs, small little intersectices, just ink it. Yeah, so this is how I want to go ahead. And if you have the white jelly roll, then it would be a nice idea to enhance this a little. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do that exercise. I'm going to change my thing here. So take your time. You can make it as big as possible, right? So just do that exercise. Yeah, and inside space can be nicely auraed. Again, you can ink some spaces also. I think it will look nice. So these things you have to decide on the spot, right? Small little spaces can be easily inked. Then again, I'll start with one black. I will add some orbs in the last one. And then I'm going to add some burgundy. Add some burgundy here also. Right, so take your time and just fill up the rest of the space with these beautiful bunzos, which look pretty different here. Yeah, they have a totally different look here. And I'm going to pick up my gold and add some gold. Yeah, if you want, as I mentioned, you can add a small embellishment like that. Yeah, so let's do that exercise throughout. Take your time, there is no hurry. I'm going to slowly do that wherever I find spaces. Small little spaces, don't bother, just fill it in, it will look nice. Right? So I'm still continuing with the same process, sometimes using gold, sometimes using my copper, the metallic jelly rolls that you have. So this is going to take a little time, so be patient and do that exercise throughout in whatever empty spaces that you have. Right? So again, I'm going to pick up my burgundy and fill it up. You can use mix of black and burgundy, whatever you feel like. Right? Again, pick up your gold. Add some gold in between. Yeah. So I'm going to continue like this. You can draw at your own pace. Don't be in a haste, right? So just take your time. So if they are big ones, you can also have 2 layers of orbs inserted in between, right? So you can add some orbs to break that monotony. Again, add some orbs here also. Right? So again, if you want, you can introduce some other tangle also. I am sticking to 2 here, but there is always a possibility to introduce more tangles if you don't want the same filler throughout. Yeah, so do that, take your time, and whatever you feel like, use the colors you feel like. At times I'm using black and gold, at times copper, at times my burgundy PN, just mixing. Yeah, so again I'm going to pick up my gold and add some gold. Yeah, so enjoy the process. Gradually see your bookmark turning into a beautiful piece of work. Simple tangles, simple strokes. Yeah. And then again, these two spaces you can ink it black. Yeah. So I'm still continuing with the process. The small little spaces that we had created in between our mukas, I'm just simply inking it, right? So that there is no space in between. We have already auraed those spaces, so I'm just inking it, right? So I'm going to draw one here. So take your time and slowly insert the background throughout. Small little spaces, you can comfortably ink it. For example, I insert one here and then thereafter whatever space is left, I would ink it, right? So some amount of inking is always a good idea. So don't hesitate to do that. For example, this tiny spaces here and there, just ink it. Yeah. So left with some bit of coloring now. Let me do that. Yeah. I'm just going to add this burgundy. Add some orbs in the last row, or if you want in the in between, you can also do that, right? So pick up your black and add some orbs in one of the rows like this. You can also add it in after leaving certain rows, then again you can add that. Yeah. So just do that. Enjoy inking. Take your time. Yeah. And then you can go back and add some gold there. You can also have some with black and gold. So if you don't want to use your burgundy pen or you don't have it, you can use black and gold. Even that will look very nice. You can use copper. I've used copper at few places. Right, so take your time. So using my copper now at few places, wherever I feel like. Yeah, I think we are done with the coloring here. Using my copper metallic gel pen, right? So take your time and slowly do that exercise. First tangle and then fill in the spaces with the choice of your colors. Yeah, and the small little spaces that were left in between, I have just inked it. You can see these black sections. Just aura that space and ink it. That's all I have done. Right now, going back to my drawings, I'm just going to add some fine etching at the ends like this. Yeah, so this will add a little more character. This is really fine lines, thatching. Yeah, something like this. I'm going back to all and doing that. Yeah, fine lines, very fine. So they're pretty delicate looking, so take your time and just use the ends of your nib and do that exercise for all. Yeah, so I'm almost done with that exercise and doing that for the last one here. I think I have done it for all. Yeah, almost all. Just adding those nice edge marks. Yeah, so the last one here, just adding some thatching there. The next one again. Next one. Yeah, so do that exercise for all. So I have done that for all, and now we can start to shade, right? So just pick up your pencil and add some shade to your mocha heads or pods. Right, and then some bit of dots here on the blacks, little bit of embellishment here and there. You can do that later also. Yeah, take your time, revisit your bunzos. I think we missed out on inking here, some bit of gold here or copper, whatever you feel like. Right, so I'm now going to first blend my mochas and then we shall add some more of shading. Yeah, so let's first blend our mochas. So shading adds immediately to whatever work. Immediately they start breathing, starts popping up, popping out of the page. So very important that you give sufficient time to it and not be in a hurry as far as shading is concerned. Right, so take your time and blend the graphite nicely. Right, and then I'm going to go back and add some graphite here. Since I've already highlighted the drawings by the edge marks, I'm not going back there. I'm just adding at the beginning, but not adding too much. I want the whites also to show, so just a touch, not much. Yeah, want the whites of the drawings also to show, so don't add too much. Give a fine line and blend it. Yeah, so let me do that for all. Give a fine line and blend it, so it will give that depth. Right, small little etching left here and there. You can always go back and do that. Yeah, so blend. Take your time, blend it nicely. So don't bother about colors, you can get the same effect or sometimes even better with black and white, right? So just that looks some more decked up with golds and coppers, or you can even try using silver shade. Yeah, so just explore. These are ideas how you can play with the tangles also. Use it differently, combine them. Yeah, so enjoy the process, that is all is important. Yeah, so now that we have done that, let's pick up our brush pen and give touches on the colored sections. Yeah, so again we have missed some bit of copper. I think we can give some copper here, little spaces left here and there. Yeah, so let's start from here somewhere. So I'm just going to use my brush pen, touch it at the intersections. Yeah, so add a little darkness where they are intersecting. Again here, don't do too much. Again intersecting here, so add little darkness, right? Again here, just adding bits. Again here, you can take your pencil and do that exercise, but just that brush pen is a little more handy as far as rubbing your pencil on jelly rolls. Yeah, so take your time and use your brush pen nicely wherever you feel there is an intersection. Yeah, take your time. Yeah, I think we are done. Nothing more. It has dried up, so you can go back there. Yeah, and that's about it. I think we are done. So that's our bookmark for today. I'm going to close it here. Yeah, you want, you can go back, visit, see if you can put some dots, a few more places. There is no end to embellishment. As far as embellishment is concerned, you can go on and on. Yeah, so I've kept it to the minimum here, but you can always add more. Yeah, so let's close it here. Give 2 minutes to the jelly roll. Yeah, don't forget to sign and date it. Your work, be proud of it. It's unique, something you should embrace, be proud of. So today is 13, right? So I shall see you again with another new session. Till then, have a good time. Bye bye.